All right. This is your only warning. If you want to remain spoiler-free of the Iron Lung movie, if you still have not watched it for any reason, leave. Because the movie will likely be referenced by things I say and talk about this stream. Watch it now. I linked it in the description. Straight to the YouTube purchase. It is $10 to buy. It is really cheap for in terms of like movies on YouTube. $10 is pretty cheap for a digital copy of Iron Lung. Arguably one of the best video game adaptation movies of all time. And it's directed, co-written, starring, produced by, and funded by Markiplier. Which is really just a cherry on top. Anyway, I'm sure you're all wondering, Mr. 04, why are you not on screen now? This is the hangout spot. The starting soon text is gone and the fan art is gone. Where are you, Mr. 04? Where are you? Thank God BBP's in chat for this debut. Well, if you noticed in the thumbnail, Somnio was not in the thumbnail. That is because we have a new, I guess the word is convict Sona. I think that's technically what this qualifies as, a convict Sona that I'll be using for this stream and the next like 4 games I have planned to play this summer. Or at least this month if I can. You know, work schedule, life, blah blah blah. This might bleed into August, who knows? Specifically for this kind of like setting in horror, like space, sci-fi-esque stuff. So like I would use this character for Lethal Company streams, for example. I think Fate Voltage just about to play. There we are. Yeah, we'll play with the hype music. We'll reel this hype music. Alright. Some people have seen the ref before, but they haven't seen this model, so count down with me. 3, 2, 1. Caster has a fully fledged 9 emotion, just like Somnio model. We have the neutral. We have the happy. He's a bit more reserved than Somnio emotion-wise, so. We have sad. Little baby's gonna cry. We've got angry. This might be one of my favorites, honestly. Look at him. Look at him. We got thinking. Not thinking, this is confused, my bad. I mixed the two up, but you'll see why. We got scared. We're gonna be using this one a lot today, probably. We got, like, trying not to laugh. The reference I gave her for this is like, if you've seen Spy X Family, it's when Lloyd is trying not to laugh at Bond being soaked wet. I think in like season 3. That's kind of the reference I gave her for this one. Now we have thinking. Cookage for real, I know, right? And then we got the tired, the sleepy, falling asleep at the wheel. Falling asleep at the wheel. This one even blinks longer. So yeah. And in case you haven't seen it, this is the ref for Castor. So you can see his pants and boots and stuff. And yeah, he's got never fall asleep in the blood ocean, worst mistake of my life. Oh man, I heard about a guy who did that once. The black background doesn't help his scarf and glove visibility. Yeah, but I don't care. It's fine. Honestly, it's I could always change it later, but like, it's space. Space is very dark. He's cool and that's what matters. Exactly. Do other convict Sonas exist yet? Have people made their own, or am I like alone in the dark here? Sure, no, surely I am not the only person who watched Iron Lung and loved the game and went, ah yes, what if I just decide make Sona for convict? I have not heard about that. I have not heard. That's an interesting phenomenon. Logie, make your own. I'm demanding you do it right now. Like WD Castor. That's good. That's good. Good one, Mari. Alright, I'm gonna pause the music actually. Because I think I have stalled. I could be so messed up with the convict Sona. The stars are gone. The stars are gone. But yeah, so I'm gonna use Castor for Iron Lung, obviously, but also for other games in a similar vein. And I have, you know what? Why don't I just type out a list real quick? Hold on. Hold on. Let me double check this. Here's what we're gonna do, chat. I'm gonna type out a list right here on stream. That's nice spell, Castor. Okay, so I just gotta, give me one moment. I gotta find the font that I used. The font I used for this was like really random. I just found it. Oh, there it is. I think it was this red. Okay, well I can just check actually. I don't know why I'm like. And then for the outline, it was that one. Yeah, I'm smart. I am smart. On an outline, crank that up to the max. Then it should be this color. Okay. Oh, it's so, why is the text so big? Hold on. You can't see it because I purposely made it invisible, but... Okay, so then I'm gonna shrink it down like this. So it should be like, yeah, okay. We're gonna shrink it down a little. Put it here, and then, okay, so game number 1 is going to be Iron Lung. I have 5 games lined up for this, chat. You're not ready. This is a weird Dark World. Plot twist Deltarune is a horror game. Game number 2 that Castor will appear in. Game number 3 that Castor will appear in. Oops. This game that shouldn't have a fandom. I've heard a lot about that, but I still want to play the game myself because I already have it. And honestly, if I don't touch the fandom, I can make my own thoughts and actually have media literacy. Game number 4 that wait, Soma, I love you, Soma. Jimmy can't read the text. Get better eyes. Just saying shit, man. Don't worry, that's fair. Zub gifted me Soma a while ago, and I never played it. So I figured it'd be fun to play it. Game number 4. It's great. I love Soma a lot. I don't remember anything about it actually. I'm not, that's a lie. I don't know anything about Soma. I just know there's some weird relation to Dark Arm Dark Bro. I can see it perfectly fine, but maybe I just overestimate my eyesight. I love Signalis. I've heard good things about Signalis. Mario might need glasses. And then I figured we should go off with a bang for Castor's debut of 5. So the 5th game that Castor is going to appear in, that I have planned anyway, is Alien Isolation, of course. My freaking phone. Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. It's so peak. I am so excited for Isolation. I am so excited. But yeah. So that's the plan for Castor. We're gonna do Iron Lung today. Then I'll do Mouthwashing. Then I'll do Soma. Then I'll do Signalis. And then finally, Alien Isolation. Oh yeah, and also Alien Isolation 2 just got announced, like, somewhat recently. Perfect timing, actually. So, let me load up the game. It did? Yeah! Oh, there's the audio. There it is. A month ago? Yeah, that's when it got announced. Iron Lung. Is volume up enough? It is. I'm actually gonna turn this up just a bit. We'll turn it down to like 0.7 maybe. Is that good, chat? I don't know the audio mixing. So, oh, well, if I tab out, I actually mute the audio. Damn it, I've got polio. I need an iron lung. Wrong kind of iron lung today, buddy. Wow, I just realized how much of Castor's head actually blocks the chat. That's a little bit louder than you? Okay, hold on. Turn it down to like 0.6. How's that? Is that good? Is that alright? That's the wrong water bottle. Where is it? Where's my water? There it is. Now I gotta do a movie thing. I gotta do the thing from the movie and chug the only bottle of water I have. Why won't this open? There we go. I was scared it was gonna like explode all over my laptop and my keyboard and my Go XLR. I just dropped the goddamn cap. Get your isopropyl alcohol ready? Yeah, I'll get my poison ready. 1 minute. Plastic bottle of water? Yeah. Alright. You know, I have not, like, rewatched a playthrough of this game since way before I even watched the movie. Where have I seen a streamer doing that all years ago? Yeah, back during the pandemic when I would stream and how to use Facecam and everything like an idiot, and then I would just chug bottles of water on stream. Yeah, I remember that, because you got weird screenshots of me doing that stuff. I remember. I know your trick. Watch. Yeah, I'm calling Sup out. Okay, so Logi, I think you underestimate, like, no one here knows, like, outside of Mari, I don't think anyone here knows the lore. I first met Sup on a Roblox Undertale free-for-all fighting game during the pandemic. Like, early pandemic. I'm talking, like, maybe the summer after March 2020. I don't doubt that knowing you, man. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so Logi, to Logi and Octo, let me give a quick summary. So I started doing YouTube with this Roblox Undertale free-for-all fighting game called Soul Shatters. You might have heard of it. I met Sup through Soul Shatters, and I met a couple other people through Soul Shatters, and that was really cool. I was like Soul Shatters had a pretty small like YouTube community, so I was like kind of fairly known. The devs didn't hate me, so that was a plus. And then the creator got outed for being a groomer, and everyone abandoned it and moved on, and the genre kind of died off. There's only like a few that are still running, like Undertale Test Plays Reborn, which is pretty good. Roblox moment, unfortunately. This person, the creator of the game, by the way, is someone who was subscribed to the Patreon of the creator of Underverse. If you know Underverse. If you don't know Underverse, Underverse is really good. Watch it. I like Underverse. It is basically just like good. It's good. It is good. I love Xcara. UTPR, it's alright. UTPR is not even bad. That's the thing. UTPR started off like kind of clunky and like awkward to play, but it's pretty good now. I just don't play it as much as I used to is all. They kept changing Frisk. That's the thing. I liked playing Frisk. Frisk was the only character in UTPR I really liked, because I don't enjoy all of the fanon stuff they threw into Asgore, and Azrael is brain dead, and Kara and Undyne are based on Glitchtail. So I would play Frisk, and I like Frisk. But they kept changing Frisk, because people kept finding out that Frisk can be really broken. So yeah, anyway, that's how I know Sup, and that's how I started doing YouTube, and then I moved on. Glitchtail, that's something I've heard in a long time. Dude, I remember, I used to have a screenshot of Dreamer holding a bow. Oh yeah, the actual like bow I have, like archery bow that I never learned how to use that I have, that I really should learn. Logie and Octo are just getting like a bunch of random lore from like me in high school. Let's forget you have that. I have that. I have the combat knife, which is in the other room. I used to have, I don't know where it went. I'm on the phone, the road passing trees. Yeah, this is pre-Cesspit. This is pre-Cesspit. This is pre-FNAF Plus, actually. We didn't know why folks hated Glitchtail. Dude, okay, so before I heard about everything that happened with its creator, I know we're technically supposed to be playing the game, but let me talk. It's my stream. I will talk when I want to talk. Before I learned about everything that was going on with Glitchtail's creator, I remember watching the season 2 finale. And, God, it was so underwhelming. It was just not good. It was not good. I did not enjoy it at all. It felt cheap. It felt really cheap. Glitchtail had a lot of really interesting concepts, and it just fell flat on its face on every single one. The only thing I can say positively about Glitchtail is I respect that it had the balls to kill Sans for most of season 2. I respect the hell out of that. Unfortunately, it was wasted on a series that didn't know how to end and just should have died. Like, season 1 wasn't even that great, but at least season 1 paved the way for a really interesting season 2, so I was willing to give it some slack. And also, because season 1 wasn't intended to be a thing. It's the FNAF situation all over again, basically, except worse. Anyway, after that, I got into Dream SMP, which, you know, that went well. Listen, I really only watched Philza, Technoblade, maybe a bit of Tommy. I think the only, like, generally... Oh, yeah, I watched Sleepy Boys. That was it. And then that was fine until Wilbur was revealed to be the Brighton Biter. So yeah. Cancerous fandoms and cancerous fandom. I'm pretty sure like most of my interests have cancerous fandom. Oh god, Wilbur. Yeah, back when, before we knew Wilbur was an abusive piece of shit, yeah. It sucks because honestly, like, he was entertaining. I hate to say that, but like, cause it can't event, we had to change the server PvP. Yeah, because we had the one server was like the picture of Wilbur holding the piece of paper that we edited to say I fucking hate it here. And then we had to change that to green, which honestly might have been the better choice anyway. But I got into, yeah, I went from Glitchtail to Dream SMP, and then Green's the GOAT for the best. It would have been like Green or Philza. Those are like the two picks. I think the person who changed the PFP picked Green because it was just one, like a funny one she had in her like saved photos. Which real. Greed's great. I don't watch Greed as much as I used to. I very much was a Philza and Techno, Blood for the Blood God kind of man. I ordered the I don't know if you've been getting ads for it. I ordered I pre-ordered the copy of The Art of War that Techno's family is putting out with like a bunch of fan art and quotes from him and stuff. It's really cool. I'm very excited to get that. And I have one of his hoodies, the Officer I Job Kicked That Child in Self-Defense. I love building because Philza, my goat, Techno, my goat. May Techno be a dethroning heaven as we speak. Jesus Christ, I'm tearing up. RIP Techno. When I remember, I don't know if I have the pictures of it. I probably do. Hold on, I'm gonna tab out. I wanna show this off because I think the server has been lost that I built this on. But I know somewhere I have. This is the wrong folder. Whoops. Back when he'd first. Where the fuck is it? Is it here? Is it in here? Yeah, back when he okay, can I just like paste this into, there it is. Oh god, it's the whole screen. There you go. I built this on a server after learning about him, and it took like over a year because I was survival, so I had to make like a gold farm for the crown. And then I built the sword and the so I put the little bell, and you could go inside. And what we did for inside for both Techno and Phil is we put signs with quotes we liked from their stuff in there. So I gave Techno the sword and fishing rod because 1.8 PvP. I gave him the channel numbers bell up front. The sword doesn't have it, like you can't see it from this angle, but hanging off like the bottom of the sword is an emerald block. And then you can see in Phil's bow, there's a singular emerald block, and that's supposed to be like the friendship emeralds Techno gave him on the Dream SMP. Like one for him, one for Techno. I was moral support. We need to do another SMP, bro. We should. It'd be so fun. And then I built Phil because I was like, well, I can't just build the one, because he'll be lonely. So I built Phil. And you'll notice Phil is slightly more colorful and slightly less weathered, and that's because I liked the idea that because Techno was much more like of a simple, when it came to designs and stuff, Techno was much more of a simple person than Phil. So Phil, being the builder of the two, would get like the dedicated builders to build his ancient statue with colors and long-lasting materials, while Techno focused purely on the shape and the legacy. Techno also does have a red wool cape behind him for the royalty. It's mostly stone, cobble. I think there's a bit of andesite, and deep slate. It's been a while. And then, yeah, they're mossed into the ground. And I was gonna do all of Sleepy Boys, and I actually finished Wilbur, and then Wilbur's, everything about Wilbur came out, and I tore him down. I destroyed him. I like deconstructed him block by block. I did not TNT. No, I was like, no, he doesn't even deserve TNT. I deconstructed him block by block, and I was gonna repurpose the materials to build Tommy, and then I never did. And I was gonna make Tommy small. I was gonna make him like baby baby zombie proportions because I thought it'd be funny to make fun of him for being a child, but then I never built him. This was the... Remember when I plugged the hole you were flying out of and killed you from kinetic energy? Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh my god. Dude, the moments where I just got bullied on this server. I remember when I got knocked off that bridge in the nether because we didn't have safety rails and I died and lost like a third elytra. Because I kept dying in the nether for some reason. I used to be so bad at Minecraft, man. I used to be so bad at Minecraft. This was in the pandemic. This was even in the pandemic. This was a few years ago. Well, the death was before this. Anyway, this was the last major third elytra. Yeah, I lost like 3 elytras because I kept dying in lava. It was bad. Anyway, that was the last major build I did for a while. Like, so that screenshot was taken June 30th, 2024. That's how long ago that was. And then I didn't do another major build. Or I didn't finish another major build until August of last year. Which was this, the tree I built, BVP and I, on our personal server. Let me track it down. There we go. This was the so I literally I did these two, and then I did this. Remember when I was supposed to be playing Iron Lung? I don't mind. I don't mind yapping. It's fun. It's in the background of your stream art when you're ending stream. Oh, with Somnio? Yeah, that makes sense. We call that a weeping willow. Oh yeah, Lamau. I built this as I got the idea for this after BVP and I listened to the final saga of Epic the Musical. Anyone who knows, it's my show. It is my show. You're all strapped in for the ride. If anyone knows Epic the Musical or Homer's The Odyssey or whatever, you know the tree, Odysseus and Penelope's tree, blah blah blah, all that story. Just listen to the song Would You Fall in Love With Me Again. That's pretty much it. That's all you need to know. Wow, some historians are gonna be really mad at me. Anyway, yeah. This honestly, this build was therapy. Cause like, okay, let's discuss for a second. I built Techno while I was like freshly grieving the fact that this YouTuber I genuinely loved and enjoyed as like a content creator and respected, and someone who I'd watched on and off for a while before GMSMP anyway, passed from cancer. And then I built Phil as a sort of like, well, he needs a friend. You know that audio where it's like he needs a friend, and then like, what if they don't like each other, you gotta get a third, and then it's like, I might as well complete the whole set. That's what I was gonna do basically for this build, and I stopped at 2 because one of them ended up being an abuser. And I didn't build anything after this. I just didn't. Because I honestly, I think what ended up happening in my head was I did not want to override this as my last build for a while. And then PvP and I started playing together, and love wins. That's all I can say is love wins. You can see this is before we this is an old screenshot. This is before we expanded our house a bit and everything, because we did do some renovations. God, we gotta get back on that server at some point. We've been doing our BVP. I know you're in chat. We've been doing our islands SMP for a bit now, where it's just the 2 of us on our separate islands, and that's fun. But I want to look at the main server at some point. Anyway, what the fuck? I just got a Steam notification. I missed it. Close that. Anyway, I think we switch to the main one next time. Yeah, we can do that. I think it's time I stop stalling. Not that I don't want to play this game, I really, really want to. I just went down a whole rabbit hole, like, involuntarily. Decades ago, every known star and habitable planet vanished, leaving only those who were on space stations or starships. This event became known as the Quiet Rapture. With supplies dwindling and infrastructure crumbling, survivors are searching for any trace of natural resources in a universe of barren moons lit by the ghostlight of vanished stars. One such moon holds a strange anomaly, an ocean of blood. You are a convict, tasked with exploring this anomaly in a makeshift submarine nicknamed the Iron Lung. It was not designed for this depth, so you will be welded inside and the forward window will be closed. There is no time for training. If successful, you earn your freedom.
Beginning at descent.
Ah.
Cruising depth in roughly 40 seconds. Stand by. I'm seeing some voltage irregularities in the instruments, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that. Approaching maximum depth. The hull's feeling it, but it's still holding strong. Closing porthole shielding. We're starting to lose radio signal. You'll be at cruise depth soon, so returning and be careful. You're on your own. Good.
Oh my god. Two weeks ago, we conducted an exploration of Moon AT5 for the first time since the Quiet Rapture, leading to the discovery of a fourth blood ocean. A trench beneath the ocean surface has several points of interest. Will, stop playing Elden. Your task is to photograph these points of interest with the SM-13's forward camera. Photos must be taken within 2 units of the specified position and 10 degrees to the specified angle. You can also use the camera to help with navigation. Only photos taken at the specified points of interest will be saved. That's changed from the movie. Since you can't navigate by sight, pay attention to your coordinates and consult the map. The proximity indicators next to the sub-controls will trigger if you're getting close to an obstacle. Good luck. Alright, bye Mari. I forgot I have my FOV turned up like to 95, but I didn't realize like if this feels different solely because the FOV turned up, so I might actually have to turn that back down. Hold on. What's the default? It looks so tiny. Yeah. I don't remember what the default is. Is it 70? I'm gonna go with 70. 70 sounds right. Okay, it's not actually... Oh, because I haven't hit a checkpoint yet, that's why. So we're gonna have to watch the cutscene again. Let me in! There we go.
Beginning at descent.
Listen, in my defense, I didn't realize that's what that would do.
40 seconds. Stand by.
Yeah, this looks more accurate. I'm just gonna assume the default is 70. Don't catch me again, my sake is too juicy, my lobster's too buttery.
Sparks or flames or anything like that. Approaching maximum depth. The hull's feeling it, but it's still holding strong. Closing porthole shielding. We're starting to lose radio signal. You'll be at cruise depth soon, so returning and be careful. You're on your own. Good.
One mutual server. Why are you DMing? Sorry, I just got a DM for someone. Yeah, this looks more. Why does this person My one friend just keeps relaunching Elden Ring over and over again. My laptop's broadcast. This is not an expedition. It is an execution. When they put you in here, they don't want you to return. And even if you do, and even if they keep their promises, what freedom waits for you? A few dying ships in a sea of dead stars. If there is still hope, it lies beyond the veil. Hope in this void is as illusionary as the starlight. I will choose to breathe my last here, at the bottom of an ocean, unseen, unheard, and uncontrolled. They will get their execution. I will get my freedom. Gah. Oh, seeing that, hearing that in the movie was so fucking cool. Alright. I might try and do like 2 playthroughs. Sorry, brother, but I want to live. Sorry, brother, but I want to live. Okay. So, 182, 160. About like 375. About like here. All right. Okay, now it's saving. Okay, so I want to go to like a little over 200. I'm gonna put my thinking face on for this. Yeah, the movie, I love the way the movie brought the controls in. It's very, very, very well done. I think the only like nitpick I had was I think the proximity sensor was misinterpreted sometimes. But I could be wrong. I have to rewatch like again just to double check. Okay. We should be good, right? Yeah, there's nothing ahead of us. Okay. I need to buy it so I can watch it 10,000 more times. I bought it like day 1. Really, I bought it like frame 1. 322, 186, 33. Okay. Oop, that's the wrong one. There we go. Oh, the sounds. The sounds. Oh, it's probably just this. We're fine. Sounds kill me. It's so well done though. Is that 322 we're going for? Okay. And then we're gonna go down to 186. times what angle? 33, right? God, I haven't like... Yeah. We're done. Okay, well, I'm actually back here. That's very useful. Okay, that worked. Entry, Blood Ocean. Body. An unexplained phenomenon that has been identified on 4 separate moons since the Quiet Rapture. Moon AT5 and Moon Z8 are the most notable locations as they are under the control of the COI. Enough research has been conducted on the blood itself to determine that it is indeed human blood, but we have not discovered where it comes from or how it keeps in its liquid form. The ocean on AT5 is of particular interest because... redacted. Thank you. I don't like that. The site of one of 4 known blood oceans and one of 2 such moons under control of the COI. Redacted. Moon Z8 has historically been used for the realization of the COI convictions until the discovery of Moon AT5. I feel like this is different in that they highlight what's an actual, like, thing you can look for now. AT5. Redacted. This entry's been redacted. COI. The Consolidation of Iron. Consolidation of Iron, or COI, is a brotherhood of 3 space stations and 2 spacecrafts found on the principle of collectivism and ruled by a popular vote of all citizens, numbering 257 at the time of this entry. Its name comes from the iron and steel materials 2 main stations are constructed from and the principle of unity and togetherness in the face of menace from other surrounding stations such as Eden. Space Station Eden is the largest man-made structure that still exists in the wake of the Quiet Rapture. It is formerly the main station for Mars, and the populace still maintain a strong sense of Martian patriotism and independence, making them a constant threat to the sanctity and security of the COI. It has a current population of 468 and has the only known remaining trees in its interior garden. Considers Eden a threat to all collective well-being after their attack on Filament Station. So, the movie Eden only has the last tree singular. Yeah. That's a fun change. Filament Station, what do I look for? Let's do Filament Station first. We'll do Quiet Rapture later. That was changed then, yeah. Filament Station I know is also changed. Filament Station was the 4th and largest space station in the COI until 362 EIC, when tensions between the COI and Eden erupted in a 9-day battle on the station. The conflict battle ended unresolved when Eden troops resorted to sabotaging the station's reactor, resulting in a critical breach. Redacted. The breach left Filament Station uninhabitable due to high levels of radiation and in a set empty sense. Prisoners taken during the conflict have been undergoing conviction realization in the years since, with the final ones expected to repay their debts and integrate into COI society by 381 EIC. So in the movie, the Filament Station goes kaboom. That's another change. Best way I can phrase that, 100%. Conviction realization. A humane form of criminal justice used by the COI, where crimes are repaid by rendering service to the general collective. Often this is by performing surveys, maintenance, or other similarly beneficial tasks. Redacted. EIC. Epoch of Interplanetary Colonization. Epoch of Interplanetary Colonization, or EIC, is an interstellar calendar standardization adopted with the establishment of the first off-Earth colony on Mars in 1992 AD, or 0 EIC. It was and is the predominant calendar used throughout the known galaxy, although before the Quiet Rapture, many debated switching over to a more standardized measurement of years. IMC, or Interstellar Martian Calendar, was especially popular owing to a large population residing on Mars. After the Quiet Rapture, all stations in the Starship Alliances still use EIC aside from Eden, which uses IMC, which is a Markiplier thing. IMC. Known commonly as IMC, the Interstellar Martian Calendar is an alternative to the more widely used EIC. It is poised to be officially adopted by Mars before the Quiet Rapture, whereas EIC is based on the rotation of Earth. IMC is based on the location of Mars, meaning that 1 year in IMC is about 1.88. That's a typo. I just noticed that. 1 year in IMC is about 1.88 years in IMC. That's not how that works. David Smansky, you ruined your game. 0 out of 10. I'm kidding. Currently, only Eden, a former Martian space station, uses IMCs. Let's do Mars. Fourth planet from the Sun, site first off-Earth colony, 1992 AD. Mars was the most populated planet in the solar system before the Quiet Rapture, surpassing Earth in 143 EIC. Immersion ruined game bad. Now all that remains of Mars' former glory is the Eden space station. Earth. Unknown query. Really? Nothing for Earth. Okay. In 357 EIC, without any prior warning, radio contact with our respective planets was suddenly cut. Nobody can recall having visual contact with any planets when the incident occurred, or experiencing any other unusual phenomena, so it's uncertain what exactly might have happened. Upon investigation, it was observed independently by several stations that where there had previously been planets, nothing remained. Further investigation over the following months revealed that all known planets with sentient life, flora, and fauna, a habitable atmosphere, or any sort of natural resources were likewise gone. Along with all known stars, the only celestial bodies that have been found since are either uninhabitable moons or asteroids. Many theories have been proposed for this disaster, including religious interpretations of it as a literal rapture, some unknown quantum anomaly, or something more cosmic and sinister. There are no concrete answers yet. Do SM-13. One of 4 in-service underwater crafts fashioned by the COI for use in conviction realization in the blood oceans. It is designed for deep liquid photography and analysis. All rumors of the SM-13 and similar crafts being used for so-called mob justice by way of forced suffocation or otherwise has been proven false. How'd I get looking? Okay, whatever. Humans being on Earth would be like ancient times from their perspective. That's true, but you would think they would still like have something related to it. 378, 263. Want as close to 0 as I can here. Good enough. We're going to 3, or okay, we'll go to Y263. I love chilling in my blood ocean. Am I at 257? Oh. Yeah, hold on. I'm Iron and this is Lung, the Expedition Brothers. Am I going X-wise? 378. $378, $263. I don't know how precise this needs to be, so I'm just gonna keep 50. Does it say in the briefing? Oh. Points must be taken within 2 units of the specified position, 10 degrees the specified angle. Okay, it does say. I did not mean to hit that again, so this would be 50. Okay, but the perfectionist in me wants to be like spot on, so. Got it. What even is most of this? That's the thing. The movie kind of glosses over, like, the dread of, like, actually finding stuff you don't understand down here. Fish. Oh. Wait, that actually... Discoveries on Moon AT5. Redacted. Bones. Teeth. Blood. It's just gonna give you blood ocean. Help me. Fuck. Okay. The next one we should do is probably that one. That's horrors. That's horrors in my iron lung. 259, 406. I want to go this way. Yeah, I know. Relax. I don't like that one bit. Okay. Let's just keep going. I already forgot where I'm going. 259, 406. Duh. So I want to go to like 325. Oh, I'm already here. Oh, so I should probably actually... Here's what we're gonna do. Should stop. Oh, 300. Stop a little before we hit 300, probably. Because it'll probably start blinking on the prox sensor. Yeah, see? See, I know navigation, kind of.
Oxygen notification.
Oh, right! I almost forgot that was a thing. Get this man to the SM-13, he'd win. I feel like that expedition was doomed from the start. Wait, 215. Where am I right now? 274. 270. About here, maybe. This is a tiny chamber under a bunch of blood. Seeing the oxygen meter check out in the movie was low-key so stressful. It was. Saving progress. Why are you saving progress? 59, 406. I don't like that noise. What's this one gonna be? I genuinely don't remember. This should be fine. 296? I wonder if this is a skeleton? What are you saving? Why do you need to save exactly? Oh no, it's the weird alien ass tubes. Nope. Okay, I really thought that was... You would think after the movie that would get something, but no. The Beetlejuice worms. So yeah, you and I have entirely different definitions for these things then. That's really funny. You're like, because like that makes sense. The sandworms from Beetlejuice actually makes total sense. Like when you look at the patterns, like yeah, that's just the sandworm from Beetlejuice. My dumbass went weird alien ass tubes. Because, yes. I think my sense of humor has been eroded recently because I've just been watching how it's actually made with BVP while she does art, and it's really funny. Like, there's no reason for it to be so funny, but it is. That's immediately what I thought when I first saw them. I need a on how it's actually made submarines video. Give it to me, Hugbees. Something just dripped from the ceiling. Am I hallucinating? Freshly made batch of new minnows. Those videos are so funny. 2, 8, 3, 3. So how about here? I'm gonna turn to the left a little bit. Hallucinating Iron Lung reference. Man, I wonder what game I'm playing right now. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, we should be hearing something soon. Did you ever watch the one on condoms? There's a how it's actually made on condoms. I got that in my recommended. So of course I would. What's my Y? 306? That's 325, I'm right. No, 330. Oh, I should be good. No, but I need to see that now. There's a bunch. There's one on condoms that I watched. There's one on like, what shit? There's the one on like tower cranes that we watched. There's the one on, Worcestershire sauce, or however you pronounce it. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't know. 380, 306. Also, I'm probably like right about to hit this chunk right here. Yeah, hold on. We'll go this way. Yeah, see, I'm so smart. Don't do that, that'd be bad. Am I too close still? Oh, maybe. What the? Hey! No, no, no. Stop that. How do I stop that? Stop it. Quit leaking, you. Do I just have to deal with that? Is that just an actual thing I have to deal with now? Okay. Where's my Y? 323. Yeah, I should be good if I just keep moving forward. If I just it's begun. Shut up. Okay, where am I going? 560, 277, and then these two. I think I remember which one this is. I think I remember which point that is. 560, 277. Why are you saving? Stop that. Stop saving randomly for no reason. Yeah, 560. I keep forgetting. 560, 277. Right? Yeah. What? I don't remember that. I've like purposely purged memories of the game before playing, like before watching the movie. Or just like I just didn't brush up on the game before watching the movie for so long because I didn't want to like play the game and know everything. I've already forgotten some things. 560. Okay. Oh, you're cooked? Oh, thanks, Loki. Very helpful. $43 it was. Oh! Wait, that's the... I saw your fucking face. You can't hide from me. Okay. 613, 197. Wait, 0, 9, 45 would be 135. Yeah, I remember my math. I remember my angles. I remember the unit circle. Am I going to? 613, 197. There we go. Ah! Wait, the eel from the movie is really cool. 613, 197. They knocked, let them in? No. Are they Dr. Wingaster, the royal scientist? Will they give me Deltarune chapter 6 early? 117? 117. Hey, any of the BTS in the Yale? Yes, I have! She looks very creepy. She is awesome. Oh, 197. Sign the 7 blood oceans to find you. I can't do the common joke because I can't say the word. And I honestly, Logie, I don't think you should say it in chat. It might get you banned. But you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't personally say it even if I can. Fair. There is a skeleton. Not a whale. Photograph the complete skeleton. Oh, that was a achievement? Skeleton. Evil whale. Where are we going next? 864, 258, 209. So I want to go to about... We'll say... 750... to 65. We'll go there real quick. Go away. I don't like that sound. Wait, more unimaginable horrors. I know David Szymanski said he was gonna add like movie behind the scenes to the game at some point. Wonder when that's coming. Okay, so I said 2. We should have a clean shot for a bit. Might have to turn here, actually. I'm gonna have to buy this game, aren't I? Do you not have the game already? So... on 774, 265, 70... $770. I have to churn. Here's what we'll do. So we'll churn that way and just start moving. There we go. View angled slightly up. Okay, where am I at now? Let's get to 800. So I'm at here. I'm about here. So we're gonna go up. I have $7 to my name. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's, oh hi Aries. I'm pretty sure it's, well, it's good saying you're streaming on Twitch. That's a good question. I shouldn't be. I mean, if I am, I'm not gonna complain, but I might say I'm streaming like Dead by Daylight, which is really funny. No, I'm offline. Hold on. Is YouTube lying? Or not YouTube, is Discord lying? Streaming YouTube, playing Iron Lung. That's my main profile. Discord is dumb. Says you're streaming on YouTube. Yeah. I would not put it, like, I would not rule out that it says me streaming on Twitch because of my multi-streaming setup, but I never used, I used it one time. I multi-streamed one time, and it was just for Dead by Daylight Jason PTB. So I'm at 800, 275. I'm about here, so let's go up a bit. But yeah, Iron Lung I think is on sale right now, Loki, if you want to actually get it and own the game. Wheatley's husband is playing Resident Evil 5. What is my Steam friends list? 864, 258. That's Azazel? That makes so much sense, actually. 864, 258. I know because I have her added, which is quite good for streaming. I would probably do multi-streaming if I just felt like it, but I really don't. I'm gonna be honest. 258. Angle's 209. There we go. Oh, right. This, like, jail cell thing. Yep, I got it. I got 4 more to go. What was it building? It is. I've seen the behind the scenes. This is like a wall with like jail cells and like a blockade and stuff. It is definitely like a building. Wow, I'm dumb and tired. We all are, Aries, don't worry. We all are. A really good behind the scenes video on the game that I've watched a couple of times. I only remember it because he turns the ocean into beans, and that's kind of funny. Yeah, wait, isn't it really late for you, Aries? Okay. $11:38 p.m. Okay, we weren't too far off. I say we. Octo's the one who took the guess. What are you gonna do? Michelle Day? You should probably go to bed soon then, man. Let's go up to... Oh wait, I'm at... Up to like 270? No, we need to go up to like 285, 290. Should be good. Don't push me to bed yet? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can't judge. My entire channel is themed around a dream god who doesn't sleep. At 827, 325, about somewhere here probably. Okay, I should be good for a minute. There we go. So now I'm gonna start going down here. Birthday flash the minute. Fair enough. Technically, you're on the right track. Yeah, that's a good point. I keep forgetting those things are nocturnal. Why is something wrong? Why are you blinking? There's nothing in the way. Stop it! Where am I at? 7:30. I'm probably around here now. So what we can do is we can go down to 225 on the Y. I should probably like this. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, that's 576. 50. It's like right here. What? Have you been having extremely busy lately? New job. I've been good. I finally got like an actual proper job, so I'm making money now. And I've just been kind of taking a small backseat with streaming so I can focus on getting used to that before I settle back into it as a pastime. I'm also still very addicted to Dead by Daylight, so 576, 355. Oh no, it's more like here. It's more like here. You just get kind of dragged and teleported. Yeah, I saw the addiction. Dude, I'm a prestige 52 Ghostface now. That's how bad it's gotten. I play one of the worst killers in the game, and he's already more than halfway to prestige 100 before Springtrap even. Hey, you two don't have my Twitch emotes to use anywhere. That's fair. One thing I will always give Twitch credit for is their emotes are really good. 565, 428. Ah, here. So we gotta go to 623, 520. So let's just go straight to 520 and then we'll go turn right and go. Holy brain rot. What? The fact that if I type fish, something pops up bothers me. Where's I going to? 520. Evil fish. Oh, I didn't know that, Aries. That's pretty cool, actually. And 623. Evil fish, spooky fish. Angle was it? 63. More bones. We gotta go turn around exactly and go to about 362-ish, I think. Forgot. I guess I keep forgetting that I set Nightbot subscribe notification or subscribe demand to be that. It's one of the best things I ever did. I think I'm already subscribed. I'm safe. Going to what, 362? No, wait, that's... You said, yeah, 362-ish. Oh. Dude, I didn't subscribe in time. I know I walk around limping every day. Yeah, Octo was made an example. That's your only warning. Okay. Wow, that is like almost dead on. That's gore my oxygen supply. Gotta stretch 1 second. Ugh. I need a standing desk. I feel like that'd be fun. Just to verify. Yep. Oh, it's a tiny hinge of pain. Where am I going, actually? Oh, I'll probably want to stop a little over 650. I think I can hit this one, and then that one, and that'll be the order. There's stuff over here I want to look at, though, before we... And what's back here? I'm just realizing, like, there's spots I just haven't... Oh. Spots I just haven't looked at. Something to see the Iron Lungs movie. You should. It's really good. It's on YouTube for 10 USD. I don't know if there's a different link for every single country or region or whatever, so I don't know what the conversion rate like is for local currencies and stuff. It's on YouTube. You're broke. Yeah, it's real. I don't know if there's one in Romania. Well, I mean, listen. You could always, is that a wall? You could always do the funny, Sail the Blood Ocean. Or just the ocean in general. Okay, hold on. What the fuck? Oh, I see. It's gonna be a tight fit. Oh, like a cat scratching post? You're required to show this man Iron Lung now. I don't make the rules. So, okay, here's a fun fact. I'm gonna tab out of the game so I can make sure there's no audio surrounding this. Did you know that you cannot screen share movies on YouTube? Like if you buy a movie on YouTube and then you do the Discord screen share, it blacks out the movie on Discord. This also applies to other sites such as Netflix and Crunchyroll. Meaning if you buy the movie, you cannot show your friends over Discord. You would have to either... Oh, you can't do that? Yeah. So you either to watch this, you either have to have a video file on your like device, or yar mateys. I learned this from experience. How to download video files, I guess, or you just go on a different site. Honestly, it's way easier. As long as you have an ad blocker, you should be fine. Not getting malware. I've done it and I haven't gotten malware. Also, you're probably at a higher risk of malware by downloading a video file than going onto just a different website. a camcorder version of the film. Well, now that the YouTube copy is out, all the other sites that have it will have a proper digital version. So it'll be the same quality. I don't know if it'll have the same subtitle files in case the audio breaks. But that's the general expectation. I don't know. I think it's dumb that you can't host a movie night with a movie someone bought on YouTube. That's just kind of a me thing. I think that's dumb. I don't see the point in that. Or like a subscription service where you're paying the subscription. Like, you're paying the money. Why can't you do... It's like... Riddle me this, CEOs and corporations. What is the difference between owning the movie and screen sharing it on Discord versus owning the movie and hooking your device up or going on YouTube on your TV and just having a movie night with friends and family? What's the difference? Only one person buys the movie in both cases. Only one person buys and owns the movie or the subscription service or whatever. There is no difference functionally. Stop being stupid because you think it'll save you money. It might actually lose you money because people might turn to the other sites. They should put me in charge of YouTube. I would make the platform way better. I'd bring back the dislike button. Ban all AI slop. Kill YouTube Shorts. Hire me, YouTube. I will make you. I'll make the platform like actually likable. No more war on ad blockers. No more. Yeah. No more going on YouTube TV and then getting hit with like 20 unskippable ads. I'm slightly exaggerating, but YouTube on TV has a lot more ads than YouTube on PC or mobile. I don't know why. It's dumb. It's stupid. The age of fighting ad blockers has ended. No more false promises. Follow me, and you will never again be deceived. Rise up! I love Transformers 1 so... I'm so bad we're never getting a sequel. Anyway, back to Iron Lung. Yeah, we should be good. 662 again, or might actually be the way to go here. Hold on. All my homies hate Hasbro. I don't even blame Hasbro for that movie failing. I blame Paramount and its stupidly poor advertising. I am Megatube. I have behind me on the couch. What? Oh! Oh! Ah! Ah! Ow. Ah! No! No! Stop it! Stop! Why are you not... YouTube commissioned the COI to like cause the sub to burst. Hull breach. Hull breach. Hull breach. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, Hasbro and Paramount. Right. I don't even blame Hasbro for the movie failing. I blame Paramount and their like horrible marketing team for that movie. Found the movie? Hell yeah. But I got behind me on my couch the Yolo Park figures for Transformers 1, Optimus Prime, and Megatron, and they're really cool. Their eyes light up, Prime's chest lights up, they've got their accessories, I could turn them into Orion and D16 if I wanted to, but I really don't. A little under 200 should do. They've got die cast in them. It's really cool. They're really good figures. Highly recommend if you live in America. I don't know the international shipping policy and shipping fees and everything. I think they also ship to Canada. I'm not 100% sure. Oh yeah, TF Hype Guy doing literally all the marketing. Dude, I think he got like sent a box. I think he got sent a box from the from like the people in the movie as a thank you. I know he got like an exclusive art book that most people can't get. The fuck? Oh wait, I'm heading to this one. Is this the one I think it is? Okay, going a little under 200. Oh, let's go with the toys. They do. Studio Series has unironically really been fun to collect when I can get my hands on it. I'm just mad I can't get my hands on Studio Series 86 Megatron right now. That's like one of the ones I was super excited for because I have 86 Optimus. And I'm like, well, I gotta get a Megatron to like match. You can't have one without the other. And then I just couldn't, cause supply and demand and scalpers and all that fun jazz. Okay, I should be good. The proximity sensor will yell at me if I'm not. Oh, why am I going to? 576. Is this the one I think it is? Okay, go slightly more to the right. There it is. This is the one that I know. This is the one I remember. Yeah, so Octo, the plan is I'm going to go for this one, and then I'm going to search behind this one before I check it off, and then before I check this one off, I'll search over here. That's the plan. And then... oh, that's where that leak is. And then I might do... fuck. I don't like that. I don't like... oh god. Oh. Photograph the anomaly. I didn't tell you my name. Yes, you did. God, I don't remember all the queries. Oh my god, this... oh, Aries, you need to watch the movie, man, so we can... because I want to talk spoilers, but I don't want to, like, spoil you. Okay, I'm just gonna back up. I can mute, don't worry. Okay, because there's this... oh, stop warping. Ah! 277, 636. Out here, I think. This will be in chat. Okay, so if Aries has the stream muted, dude, the eel forcing Simon into the light. Jesus Christ, man. That whole sequence had me on edge. There's no more fire. There's no more fire. There's no more fire. I'm paranoid about the fire now also. Alright. So let's turn around. It was so messed up. It was so cool though. It was so cool. I will admit, going into the movie I was very nervous because having watched pretty much all of Mark's old sketches and projects, I was like, I had no doubt it would be visually amazing. My main concern, and this is just kind of my like thing with cosmic horror in general, is how does a human being realistically write a horror beyond human comprehension? And I think this was good. I think Iron Lung did it pretty well. But that was like my main concern, was like, what is going to be the cosmic horror in Iron Lung, like as a movie, where it feels like it makes sense, you know? I'm really glad that Mark and David knocked it out of the park. Okay. So the next one's at 325, 741. So we're gonna go past it for a minute. Very tricky thing to handle because it's supposed to be something you can't grasp. So Mark pulled it off very well. Very, very well. Oh, where am I? That's a wall. 680? Oh, I'm right here. Hold on, I gotta turn to the right a bit. Saving progress. I don't like that. Yeah, you guys can tag Ari, let him know. Ari's let him know we're back. We're back to normal talk. We're focusing on the game. It's saving again. I don't like that. Okay, we're officially past the point of interest. So I want to look around back here. Is there anything back here? I genuinely don't remember. I have no clue. See, that's the thing. Is like, on one hand, yeah, I could just go and look. On the other hand, do I want to? No, I don't think there is anything back here. But I actually like think about it. I don't remember there anything back there specifically. On the other hand, oxygen. Exactly. We're gonna turn around. 325, 741. I can look it up later if there is. But 325 angle 18. What I might do is I might watch the behind the scenes video after playthrough. I might also do like a second playthrough with the funny cheat commands that I know are in the game. What the fuck? I don't remember this one. Oh, but I got it. I think if I remember correctly, there's like something down here and something up here, and that's why there's nothing over here. There's 2 more secrets over here. Okay. Let's go to 475, slightly under 600 on the Y. So we're gonna go with like a 105 angle maybe. You, awful and evil? Yeah, I don't know what that one was. What did I say? 470, 475. Be like 690-ish. Stop with the groaning outside, Jesus Christ. Saving progress again. Whoa. That's not right. What? Oh, that! Hey! No. Hey. Leave me alone. Oh, there's like metal scraping and stuff. I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I hate the sound of that. Jesus. It's a wall. Don't 687. Okay, fine. So at around a little before 600 on the X, we'll have to turn up.
Oxygen.
Of course. Oh. Oh, it begins. Okay, 775. Not touch the pipes, keep your arms to yourself. That's a wall. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go on a slight angle. Okay, we're good. I'm at 617. I want to go to like 700. 775. Okay. This is a predicament. This is surely this has a good ending. I actually have to go. I'm about, wait, where am I? 671. 775. No, I'm probably around here. Going a slight. The lights flickering really doesn't help. That looks like the start of a wall. Oh, this is a... Yeah, this is one of the situations. Yeah, that looks like a wall. So, okay, next time we turn right. And there is a gap. Yeah. 723, 786. There's something down here. There's gotta be. I think that's taking a slight dip into the blood there. All is well in the iron lung. I know for a fact there's something down here. I know there's something down here and there's something up to the right. Okay, it's a wall. Got it left. For my 739. 729. So about like here. Yeah. Alright, take one more left. I'm using so much brain power right now. Can I see anything from here? No. Of course not. crazy? There's something down here. An IQ too high? Maybe an IQ too low. Where am I at? $798, so about like here. You know what? I probably passed it. I probably passed it. If I had to guess, I passed it. If I turn around now. That's something I can't tell. Did I check the top right? No, there's something down here and there's something in the top right. There's both. This way, maybe? Oh, I did pass it. I did pass it. I feel like Greg Heffley's dad in the one movie. I knew that door had a lock on it. Is it the SM8? The SM8. Hopefully they don't redact this before updating the database. Oh, burner subs, learn more with the SM8. What most people don't understand is that not all subs are built equal. The SM8 isn't a burner sub, it really is for exploring and surveying blood oceans. They send you down to the Iron Lung, they don't give a fuck if you come back or if the sub comes back because it's a pile of garbage and you're a piece of shit. You come back with photos, great. You sit down and suffocate quietly, even better. But if they send the SM8 down, one of the scientists is piloting and they all expect them to return. And now the SM8 is in the blood ocean in pieces. No, not hit a rock pieces or sprung a leak pieces, it looks like something tore it up. And the weirdest thing is that nobody else seems surprised. We might have found the first planetary life since the Rapture, and they're acting like it's no big deal. I know you're next in line for realization of the Iron Lung, and usually that means you won't be seeing the stars again, but they don't have an SM8 anymore. They have 3 burner subs and a lot of curiosity about AT5, and maybe that means you have a chance. Wow, the SM8 looks a lot different in the picture. So there's something else on the top. The good ending, clearly. Yeah. This is on the way to the good ending. Clearly. Okay. There is something up here, probably, within, like, these, like, within one of, like, these areas of the grid. I want to say it's within, like, one of these two, right over there. So we're gonna head for, 850, 825. Which means I gotta navigate. Aries is still in chat. It says he's not. It says Aries is no longer in chat. It's just you two and me. We're all trapped in here together. Isn't that fun? Release me. That's a wall. I'm approaching a wall. Yes, I am. That means I'm at 757. I'm about here. 782. So I'm actually closer to here, so we can just turn right. Hull breach. Hull breach. Hull breach. Hull breach. Okay, that's flickering a lot more than usual. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn left now. This is a curve, so we're gonna have to turn quite a bit. Yeah, see? $766, $820. Wait. Oh, wait, no, I read that backwards. 824, 766. I'm about... No, I'm about here. Fire. Full breach. No, there's no more fire. I checked. I've checked multiple times. What did I say I was going? Like 850, 825 I think I said I was going to. Well, that's reassuring. That over there. Dude, him mapping out the whole area was so cool. Okay, we're gonna go a little over 50. We'll probably be like closer to 860, 825, or 870 even. Here's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out here, just eyeball the angle. Oh, there it is. Will this kill me if I get too close to it? So this thing, if I remember correctly, this used to be where the SM8 was, because the SM8 was added with the lore update. The SM8 sub was not in the game originally. It was added with the lore update. And this monolith thing was where the SM8 wreckage currently is. And then David just said, nah, I'm moving you, and moved it. It makes sense. Like, objectively, one is more important. Wonder why it was swapped. I guess just because it's a lot harder to get over here than it is over here, and this is the easier spot. So this is the more likely spot for the SM8 to be, especially because this is also closer to the wreckage than this is. Or not the wreckage, the last point. You could make the argument that like this area is the anglerfish's kind of, I guess it's an anglerfish, whatever it is, territory. Because I think David confirmed the thing with the eye The thing which is eye shows up here is a separate thing from the thing that kills us. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the game. I know, crazy. Anyway, let's see if I can go through this top bit. Where am I right now? 874, 843. I'm about here, so we're just gonna go. Well, that's not horrifying at all. Yeah, there's two creatures down here, technically. The movie, I think, only has the one, which is the eel, but, like, it only needs the one, so it makes sense. Okay. Got a wall. I'm approaching a wall. I think I'm approaching a wall. That is for sure a wall. 812, 843. So I'm about there. So we're gonna turn right. Double check that I'm not facing a different wall. Slightly left, and then go. Wow, that is... It says there's a path here. I should be fine. Okay, curve a little left. Wall breach. Okay. What? What? Wait, where am I? 90. So I'm about like here. That looks like a less deadly path. Well, I say that, and the proc sensor's like, no, you're about to hit something. Which I might actually be about to hit something. It's fine. What was that in the... 764, 897. Around here, so just keep... I just noticed there's like an invisible barrier here. I'm guessing it's from something from down there that the blood is covering. Are we even heading? 675, 828. Okay, it's freaking out. Why is it freaking out? I don't see anything. Detecting the sidewalls? Probably. Where does I say go? 675? hate those sounds. 675, 828. Wow, that's like a perfect angle. I don't think anyone... Oh my god. Be back in some time? No problem. Have a good one, Aries. At the angle? 295. Oh, the tension. Oh, the tension. Oh, the tension. Right, this is right. 675, 827.99. Close enough. Oh god. Alright. Alright. Oh god. Oh. I didn't jump as hard as I thought I would, but oh, the build-up. The build-up was really good. That anglerfish that I hate. I think it's technically considered a frog. At least the wiki cites it as a frog whenever I checked before I saw the movie. I don't know why. The expedition ultimately raised more questions than answers. Satellite images showed pieces of the SM-13 scattered all over the bottom of the trench as though it had been torn apart by some huge beast. Frog? Yeah, I know, right? The wreckage cannot be reached at this time. No photographs have been recovered. The black box failed. Can you imagine in the movie if they never got the black box? The stars shine pale as bones. The moon is a lifeless corpse. Its ocean a gaping wound. The universe, what's left of it, is dying, but somewhere in the void there must be hope. The Iron Lung reference in Ultra calls it a frog. Beyond the Veil. Finish the game. Wow. Let me check my Steam achievements. Hold on. This is very important business. I don't care about my friends. He's just playing Super Battle Golf. That explains a bit. Show me... Oh, you can see this. Okay, I don't care. 5 of 7 achievements earned. And one of them is from crashing into a wall. That's really funny. I think the other one is like... Yeah, you've played this before. Photograph the top right node. Kind of finding these two are the lowest. All right. Do I want to get those ones right now? Crashing the wall is most common. That's true. Wait, yeah, hold on. Let's do that real quick. Wait, what's that one? The top right node? Basically, if you go to the top right one where we die without photographing any of the other ones, or just photographing all but one, I guess, as long as that top right one isn't the last one you photograph, you can get the picture. You can get the picture, and then it'll give you the achievement. Because the thing only kills you when you're about to photograph the 10th node. It's not that particular one.
Irregularities in the instruments, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that.
Thank you, Dave. Is this David voicing this guy in the game? I don't remember. So obviously, like this you can die at any part of the map. Yes, you can. As long as you save one node for last, you can choose where you die. The funny part too is that what you can realistically do is you can travel to the last one without photographing anything, and then the oxygen will still go down. You'll still get the fisheye encounter. You'll still get the blood rising in the submarine, but you Hey, look, a speaker. But none of that will, like, actually matters. Now this is perfect. Is that Chica? Yes. Oh wait, also, I'm pretty sure I can do this. Which one is it? Oh, it's CH Vest. There we go. So now I have a flashlight, and look. Look, it's open. Oh, wait, hold on, very important. Now there's a raid going on. I'm gonna be honest, I just want to get the crash achievement real quick. I think that's funny. I'm pretty sure these use the exact same camera. Yeah, that looks right. Spatial awareness, crash into a wall. Hull breach. Hull breach. Hull breach. Okay. I've been live that long, have I? What time is it? It's 5:39. OBS says I've been live for 2 hours 15 minutes. That's about what I expected from Iron Lung. Not gonna lie. I do not personally feel like doing the entire trip for that one achievement right now, so I'm actually just not going to. What we're going to do instead is I'm going to find the behind the scenes video, because I want to watch it, of the game, not the movie. This is someone else, not David Szymanski, but he's just kind of exploring the way the game is built. If that makes sense. It's like 8 minutes. And it's not horoscoped, it's FATV. We're gonna watch it. I think it's fun. Baked Beans Ocean. Exactly. Exactly. Who doesn't love a Baked Beans Ocean? Let me put this in full screen. And then will this work? That's the wrong button. Will this work? Yeah, that looks like it's working. Oh wait, I don't have it.
The bottom of a blood... Being trapped in a rusty old submarine at the bottom of a blood ocean
There we
sounds
go.
pretty scary, huh? What if it was an ocean of beans instead?
Beans!
And before you ask, yes, this is all happening in the game. I could have just done it in After Effects, but hacking the game sounded like a lot more fun. Besides, turning the blood ocean into beans was hardly my goal here. I originally wanted to find out what was happening behind the scenes
This is
in
so
a game
cool.
that shows you very little. If you didn't catch my video from a few months ago,
I just realized
this is
he might actually be
Iron Lung,
really loud.
a
Hold on.
spooky, low-res horror game about exploring an alien blood ocean
There we go,
in
that
a
made it
rickety
better.
old submarine. I talked about all the interesting things the game does in that video, so go ahead and watch that if you've never heard of it before. But now that everyone's had ample time to play it, I decided to do a follow-up video.
That's good, perfect.
Not just to talk about spoilers, but to actually find out what's outside those rusty iron walls.
This
Since
is really
the game
fun.
is obviously designed to keep you blind to the outside world, I knew that I had to take an unconventional approach to reveal its secrets. Now, I recently did a video on creating
Hi,
a Subnautica
Subnautica.
mod from scratch, and in that I mentioned how some of the methods used to run arbitrary code could probably be applied to lots of Unity games. And it just
Oh,
so
right,
happens
Iron
that
Lung's
Iron
Unity.
Lung was also made in Unity. Plus, I've made a handful of Unity games myself, so I'm pretty familiar with how they're structured behind the scenes. All of this came together as a perfect opportunity to experiment
The
with some
Reaper
methods for
Leviathans in the
hacking
Blood
Unity
Ocean. No
games.
way, that's
A couple
crazy,
days
bro.
worth of research
That's
and
crazy,
lots
man.
of trial and error later, and I was finally able to get my own code running inside of Iron Lung.
I will
I'll talk
probably
a little bit
pause
about the
and
technical
talk by
side later,
at certain
but for
parts, by the
now,
way. I don't
let's
want to
see
be
what
like a
everybody
React
came here
Andy.
for and find out what's outside that submarine. Well, it's not entirely what I expected. Clipping out of the submarine and having a look around reveals a vast, endless darkness in all directions. We can see a bunch of interior objects expand past the walls, but that's
I
not
love
too
this, the
surprising.
squish
Lots of
textures.
games clip objects through walls, knowing that players will likely never see the parts that are out of bounds. Like this classic example from Skyrim. Instead of having the artists make new props for small tables, they just clip the shelves into the ground. It's a
If it
pretty
works,
simple
it
trick,
works.
but most players never even notice it. Game dev is full of this sort of stuff. Anything that helps ship the final project within the deadline. But if a few extended props was all that I had to show, I could just end the video here. On the contrary, there's actually a ton of stuff outside the submarine, it's just that most of it is surprisingly hard to find. But before moving on to that, there are a few things worth pointing out here, like how the intro of the game puts a red plane and some bubbles in front of the window until it closes. Since the submarine is actually surrounded by complete darkness, the effects here are just
I'm also, by the way, just a heads up so that you understand why the UI pops up whenever I go to pause. I'm actually watching, like, I tab out of the video and tab into OBS to watch my reactions and everything, and also to make sure that everything's running smoothly when I watch videos on Ustream. Can I poke fun at the game for a moment? Why are you using water bubbles for why are you using water bubbles at the start for blood? Like, this is a tiny nitpick I have. This is me nitpicking and finding issues where really there aren't, because nobody's gonna think about this, except me. Blood doesn't bubble like water, like little water bubbles like that, I'm pretty sure. Granted, I could be wrong. I don't know enough about blood. My closest experience with blood is when I got blood drawn when they thought I had appendicitis and I didn't. Back in like 2021. That was crazy, man. Urgent care was like, yeah, you might have appendicitis. Blood can bubble, but it ain't like water bubble, like water clear bubble, you know? Was it like October 2021 that I was in the hospital? I'm looking for the picture on my phone. Hold on. Or was it 2022? It might have been 2022. Hold on. When did I go to the hospital? This is a Markiplier ass sentence. Jesus Christ. I'm just realizing. Might have been August or October 22? No, it was 21. No, wait. Am I getting my dates mixed up? How fitting for the Iron Lung stream. Yeah, how fitting that the Iron Lung stream being hosted by someone who's part Korean is discussing hospital visits right now. Okay. Do I have the pictures favorited? Or like one of them favorited? Do I have a single one favorited so I can get a date on this to make it easier for myself? That's college era. That's 24. I favorite so much BVP art in my photos. It's kind of crazy. That's Somnio design. That's my knife. My combat knife. Okay, there we go. This is high school era. That's when I went into the hospital. Yeah, cause so it was just one like random day, like Friday in October, where I was like, wow, I feel awful. I feel like I'm in pain. My mom was like, all right, stay home from school. And I went, okay. And then she took me to urgent care, and they're like, oh, you might have appendicitis. You should get that looked at. And I was just like, what? What? Huh? So my dad took me to the hospital. and then I didn't have appendicitis. But they weren't sure what I had. Which October 1st, yeah. Was that October 1st or Friday in 2021? I don't remember. We'll skip to the end of September. Yeah, that's a picture of me getting my blood drawn. You can't really see the blood because it's taped over. You should get that looked at as crazy work. But I got my blood drawn. I got blood work done because they had to check my blood for stuff to see if I had appendicitis, because that's how that works. Right. And then I didn't have it. And they didn't figure out what I had. They literally were like, well, it's not appendicitis, but we don't know what it is. But you should be fine. And sent me home. And I was fine, so clearly it worked. Like, clearly they were right. But it's just kind of crazy. You know? They're like, oh, we don't know what it is, but you're fine. Dangerous, but like, it worked. American healthcare is kind of just like gambling if you think about it. Can I copy? Can I? Yeah, okay. This has a mask on, so I'm not like averse to sharing this photo. Hold on. Hold on. Let me... Gambling is that there is no payout. No, the payout is you get to live. That's the payout. Is this going to... Yeah, there we go. There I am. You can see that the blood work's like... The thing for the blood work is in my arm, but the remote's blocking it. Dude, my dad took this picture and then I sent it to like my friends with no context and they started freaking out. It was so funny. I am such an evil person sometimes. Anyway, that's my funny little nitpick for the opening sequence is why is there water bubbles?
Just used to simulate the initial descent into the abyss. Also interesting is that most of the interior objects have repeating textures you can also see from the outside. Oh, and that there really is nothing behind either the window or the monitor screen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When you take a picture, you see objects that do exist in the world, but not in the way that you'd think. And this is where I hit my first major roadblock. I wrote a little code to print out all the active objects in the scene, and I could clearly see that things like bones and terrain existed. But why couldn't I see them? I tried teleporting the objects directly in front of the camera, but nothing showed up. Teleporting the camera to the objects instead just put me into a black void, super far away from the sub. So then I tried grabbing the renderer property from various objects.
Alright, chat. What's your bet? What is your bet on why this is happening? Because I think it's very fascinating the way that he designed this part of the game, the way the camera and the environment operates. Clearly he needs to open his eyes. I have no idea how game dev works. Logie, the answer's gonna be really, really simple and you're gonna feel stupid. I don't know much about game dev either, to be fair. I'm like kind of slowly teaching myself through watching videos and bashing my head at things as every smart person does. That's how you learn things. You just kind of like absorb it from stupid internet stuff, you know? Caster just blinked like 3 times like, what are you saying? Stop it. No. The Wii ball method. Exactly. Exactly. I guarantee you that if I actually force myself to sit down and start learning Blender and just like no tutorials, just like full like throw my head into it, I'd be frustrated as all hell and I would be like ready to give up. I could probably figure it out after a few months or something. Maybe. You'd be better off using Maya, I'll say that. 3D modeling softwares and shit is weird. Blender is free. That's why I said Blender. Blender's free. I'm not putting money into something I'm not gonna like, you know? There's a reason I don't own Terraria. Anyway.
And manually turning it on. Still nothing. I even tried changing the camera's
Blender's just
flipping
better.
distance to a really large number.
Yeah,
making
I
sure
have
that
messed
they
with
weren't
Blender,
hidden somewhere out
like,
of the visible range.
I have messed with Blender using pre-existing models to like figure out like rigging and like posing and stuff and render and like how the render engines work. And I'm not particularly knowledgeable, so I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, it was great. No, I'm still stupid. But like, I at least know something now, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of Blender plugins and add-ons stuff that people use too, which doesn't help with keeping track of everything, but whatever.
And to top it all off, I added a bit of code to create a giant light source emanating from the camera. This lit up the sub pretty well, but I still couldn't see anything beyond that. After trying countless things, I thought back to how Unity can bypass rendering objects. You see, there's this thing called a culling mask, which allows you to set which groups of objects should be visible. Like if you turned off grass in a game. The objects usually still exist, but you don't have to waste processing power rendering them. So I tried overriding the culling mask to show everything, looked outside the sub, and to my surprise I saw some faint gray stuff off in the distance.
There
so
we
I flew on over
are.
to check it out, and what do you know, there's the entire world. It's a lot more obvious when you look at it from the top down. Perfectly lines up with the in-game map that you're given. And if we get in closer, we can see that the various sites you're supposed to photograph actually do exist in the world. Since you never need to see them in first person,
It's so
the game just
fascinating how it
defaults
like
not rendering them. Meanwhile,
only
the sub's onboard camera
renders
can
the
easily
detail
take
when
a
you're
picture at
super
the designated
like
coordinates
that's some
to show on the screen.
insane. That's some insane like. Looks so weird clean. It looks so weird clean, but also it like doesn't render properly unless the camera is like ridiculously close. Like you notice things like popping in like right like 5 meters from the camera maybe at best, or worse. I don't know measurements. I guess because you never see it, like yeah, that's how that looks like the best way to do it would be to just like really only do it when it's about to take the picture. It makes sense.
The sub doesn't need to physically move through the world, and objects can be optimized down to being basically invisible, all because of the unique restrictions the game imposes with its story.
It's really
It's
cool.
a pretty clever solution, and certainly not what I expected going into this. But it works, and nobody would ever know, at least until now. I should also mention that the game does have some behind-the-scenes screenshots in the goodies folder. You can see some early dev pictures, including the terrain that we ended up finding.
Is that an actual thing? Hold on. I gotta let me load up my file launcher. Hold on. Hold on. Did I forget about this? Is this an actual thing? Iron Lung. Oh, yeah, goodies, right there. I'm stupid. Secret, no really secret. What the fuck is this? Okay, David. To be fair, this video is very interesting, so I think it's worth a watch anyway, but let me just look at the goodies folder real quick. Like, I'm just gonna take a... Oh, wait, yeah, we're gonna look through this after the video, because this is very interesting. Very, very interesting, you might say. Some would say. A certain man would say.
After all that time. But even after seeing those screenshots, you'd still probably think that the sub moves through the world normally. Because why wouldn't
That's
it?
horrifying.
But as we saw,
The fish,
the sub
yeah.
never moves from its starting position. Instead, the game just tracks your coordinates and uses that as an analog for moving through the world. So if nothing else, I'm at least happy to reveal a few interesting tricks here and there.
That's the
Game
thing
dev
I
is
almost
all
ran
about
into.
unique solutions to problems, and this is a great example of that mindset. But there's one more thing I didn't talk about. The ending.
You, the light.
That huge jump scare that the entire game builds up to. What's actually happening there? Well, let's take a look.
Finally. Shrek!
Okay, so obviously I figured out how to replace the monster's material and slap on a picture of Shrek instead. I almost don't want to tell you how long that little joke took to program. I could go super in depth on how I had to analyze a developer's code to patch my own junk on top of, plus all the struggles in getting it to actually render, but I'll save you all from that snooze fest. The gist is that instead of just strong-arming my own code to pull control away from the game, I had to work in tandem with the original code to trigger the monster and get the whole sequence working. Just like in my Subnautica video, dnSpy was a huge help here. Being able to read a
Whole
decompiled
experience is
version
ruined.
of the
I
original
know,
code
right?
made it a million times easier to see what was really happening.
Oh, it
As
doesn't?
for actually getting
Oh,
my code
right,
to run
yeah.
in the game, I talked a bit more about that in my Subnautica video.
Did you guys see what he pointed out there? That you have to look at the monster for it to attack? I forgot. I forgot that if you try and walk backwards, there's an invisible wall. That's really funny. That's such a bit like funny way to just be like, haha, fuck you. You're not that smart to your player without it feeling cheap.
Video. The short of it is, I can make use of some tools to inject some code before the game fully starts up. I then use this injection to create an object in the world that holds all my custom code and persists through
You
any
just never
scene
look behind you and it
changes.
would never kill
This
you?
allows
Yeah,
me
but
to
then you
do
can't
basically
photograph it.
anything that I want, if I can figure out how to make it work in
You can't
harmony
win
with
the
game's
game.
code. But that's my allotted code talk time for the video, before all the non-programmers start clicking away. Point is, if I wanted to trigger the monster, I could, and he would simply float off into the distance with no end in sight.
I hate
Since
the
you're
way
never
it just
supposed to see it
stretches
from a
on the
different
sides.
angle,
That's
there actually
crazy.
isn't much past its face. Just a low-res texture stretched across a cone-like shape. And once we trigger the ending, you can see that the conclusion screen actually plays over the game itself. I don't
Oh
know if
yeah,
it'll
yeah,
show
on the
up in
right
this
edge.
video, but there's a sliver of the submarine on the right side of the screen behind the overlay. Just one last little trick before we're taken back to the ocean of beans. So that's Iron Lung behind the
Beans.
scenes, albeit in a very roundabout way. Not nearly as efficient as just talking to the developer, but a whole lot more fun. Like I said before, my Subnautica modding video sparked the idea to try hacking any random Unity game, and this was a great proof of concept. I'm fairly confident now that similar techniques could be applied to a whole slew of Unity games. It was a lot of
God,
fun
is
figuring all
Unity?
this out, even with all the setbacks along the way. So if you like this video and want to
Yeah,
see
the
more
weird
like
alien-ass
it,
tubes.
definitely let me know. Or if you have any other Unity
I think this
games
is
you
just
think
a
would be
genuinely-
cool
oh,
to
hi,
break apart,
fish.
I'd love to hear them in the comments. And
Wow,
as
it's so
usual,
small.
Subscribing is always greatly appreciated.
Compared to like,
With that, I think we can wrap this one.
yeah, hold on, can I?
Remember, kids.
Wait, hold on. Can I
Subscribing
talk
is
about
always
this for a
greatly-
second? The fish is like... The eel could eat this fish whole. That's crazy to think about. I remember freaking out during the movie being like, that's not the monster in the game. The eel could like eat this thing whole and then just immediately dive for the SM-13. It is kind of, I get why they did not go the route of making this thing in the movie, because this is ridiculous. It's kind of sad, actually. The eel is just so cool and so intimidating and so threatening and so spooky. So freaky. And I love her. Good job, Iron Lung movie team. You did good. You did good. Deadly Melodic, I think, is on like Instagram and Twitter, is the person who like really did the designs and models for the eel and the SM-13 and the SM-8. She did fantastic. I think she also did some for like for the camera renders. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I have this link. I have this link open still, actually. Hold on 1 second. There we are. Dude, look at all of these. Oh. 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 There we are. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Phone, stop going off. I know there is motion outside my front door. It's horrible, it freaks me out. It's so good. It's so good. There's just so many. And then like you just see it retreating. I didn't even notice, you can see it right there too. Gigantic, and they made that clear. Yeah, this is so much more frightening. Because like here, it just looks like the one in game. But bigger. And then you see that. And you're like, that's not the thing from the game. What is that? Oh, I was so on the edge of my seat. That entire movie was so good. And then it's just gone. Oh my god. Yeah, there it is. And then the tail. They cook with this design. It's so good. It's such a good design. It's so good. The tail right there. Made it of literal. There it is. There it is. The SM8. Look at that. And then, oh, this thing. No, it is intentionally shaped like a person and an angel. I think that was actually said. I think she said that on Twitter or something. That shape is intentional. That's awful. What did it see in Simon? Then there it is. Look at that. Dude. The talk about believing in God and the light look like Christ on the cross. Yeah. And then it's just chomp. Nom 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 nom. And then all the rest of them until it just comes crawling out, trying to eat him. And then we get all the stuff from the SM8. Crew, ID numbers, blood types. Or not ID, yeah, ID numbers, last name, sex, blood type, role in the crew. Weird testing shit. Weird testing stuff. The Dini, yeah. This is really cool. Okay, let me get the goodies folder open and figure out how to stream this thing. What is there? Oh, there's wallpapers in here. Ah. Nice. Spin and shoot. What is spin and shoot? What? Hold on. Hold on. There's like an actual game in here. Oh, it needs a specific app? What? Yeah, sure. It's something that he made with his brother like a decade ago, apparently. Well, for this little arcade game with my brother Johnny about a decade ago. I can't remember if we ever released anywhere, but, well, it's here now. Yeah. Close. Does this work? What is this? Why is my friend relaunching Elden Ring again? What is up with Elden Ring that it just keeps breaking? Okay, hold on. Launch the exe. Okay. Can I, like, capture this? Is it gonna show up on screen? Oh. Hold on. Wait, why is it so... What? There's no audio. Oh. Okay, I think that's a good spot to stop. They does it Ireland wrong. Where is this in the movie? Okay. Okay. Oh, we just have the image file for the map? What? It's just in here? Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. If I do this, if I do that. Hold on. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is good. Why is this... I forgot I did the thing with my stupid... Well, let me also close the window with that in it. There we go. Okay. How do I... What is this for? Oh, I can just... Will this work? No. Can I do that? Oh, you know why it's not working? It's because I'm not showing it on OBS. Duh. Duh, it's not visible. I gotta mark the source as visible. Well, it's still not working anyway. This is great. Wait. There we are. Okay, I fixed it. I fixed it. I fixed it. I'm so smart. This is the first of the development screenshots, not in the spoiler folder. I don't think this is in the game. Or is this like an early version of the skeleton or a different angle or something? Auto, game assets, TV effects, scene, standard, tree assets, VHS Pro built-in, new terrain, photo post, tree. Enemy model 2. Isn't this a skeleton? That's what I like would think. I can't tell if it's like an early version of the skeleton or just a different angle and that's why I don't recognize it. I could be stupid. Who knows? I did just play this game for like 2 hours to be fair. Yeah, cause see, that doesn't look like the skeleton. That doesn't look like it at all. What is that? That has flesh. Yeah. Oh, there's so much more down here. Oh, that's just all. CRT effects script. See, like, that looks weird. Honestly, that should have... I don't know if that would have worked in the game, but that's fascinating. Oh, what the? Oh, I hate that. Alright. So you, what was that? Have fun at the party, Logie. You can watch the rest later, I guess, because I'm probably just gonna go through the files, then maybe end stream. We'll see. Buy lodging. Oh my god. Remember to make a convict Sona later. I'm gonna bug you about that. I'm gonna bug you about that, Logie. Join the cult. Disclaimer, it's not an actual cult. Is this an early version? That's an early version of the submarine. It looks somehow slightly less gross. The porthole isn't fully circular though. I love Audacity open. He just has Audacity open. I don't really see like the light bulb looks about the same. The lighting's just a bit less, it's a bit more comforting. And then that's an early system for the camera. Why does this have like 3 buttons on it? It's so weird. I like that the like general, oh, there's a crosshair. I like that the general like idea seems to have always been. Yeah, look at that. There's like different buttons for the stuff as opposed to the way we control it. That's fascinating. Moving the camera instead of the whole ship? Maybe. Oh look, there's regular water. Is that why he used water bubbles at the start? Is because originally it was just gonna be like a regular submarine and then he changed the story later? Is that it? That makes the most sense, I guess. Because, like, it's blue there. You're blue now. That's my attack. Also, the death meter isn't up there. And the oxygen meter. Or, wait. Is this the oxygen? Probably. Fascinating. And these are like... Oh, that's like the early version of the camera button and the gas leaks and everything. Or air oxygen leaks, I guess, technically. And that's an early version of the map. I mean, it's mostly the same. It looks mostly the same. The bottom left is slightly shorter. The it's missing. Oh. Wait, so this doesn't exist. There's one here that's not there in here. Or there's one... Wait, hold on. Yeah. This one isn't marked in the game. This one isn't marked in the game. This is where the mark is in the game. There's 2 in here. And this should be longer. I don't remember if this isn't one in the game. I don't think it is. One. Fascinating. There we go. Now this looks more like the submarine, the SM-13 that we know. Look at that. Still using water bubbles though. Oh, and the control panel's been put in properly. Very cool. There we go. This is the more refined version of the map. You can see, oh, you can see the monster I picture right down there. I still can't believe I understand like like realistically the whole map has to be modeled. I just can't believe that is an actual thing. But it makes sense. Okay, that's the last one in that goodies bag. Can I open this here? No. Okay, we're gonna open this up. Oh, that's a great way to start this off, Jesus. Look at that. Look at that. That's terrifying. That's awful. Oh, is there originally gonna be the icon of the game, I guess, and then they changed it. Or he changed it. Oh, this must be testing for the ending. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and that's, yeah. There we go, that's a skeleton. So what is this thing? Because it looks like a weird, shrunken down, like, fictional asylum building or something. Throws me off. That's where I almost crashed into the pole. Another skeleton shot, yeah. I don't know why the skeleton is considered a spoiler. And then there's some wallpapers. Oh, yep, there you go. There's some wallpapers with and without text. You might recognize this one. Hey, you might recognize this one actually. You might recognize this one. Man, it's almost like this is my stream background for Caster. That's crazy. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, stream's working. Or chat's working now. Nice. Let me hide that list. God, this game's still really, really good. Like genuinely still really, really good. It's been like, what, a few years now since it came out? Oh my god. So cool. You exist again? We're about to end the stream. Hello. Maybe 3 or 4 years since Iron Lung the game came out. Thank you for that information. This short? Iron Lung is not a long game. I beat it in like 2 hours. I technically don't qualify. I technically barely don't qualify for a refund, but not that I would ever refund this game anyway. So, you weren't here, Aries, but I have a list of games lined up for Caster, this avatar, to appear in. Iron Lung has been finished. 4 remain. Hopefully I can get them out and done. Get these games done before the summer ends. That's my goal. That's my goal, is finish these games before the summer ends. And I'll use Caster for my avatar for them. So, that's my go-to for next VR game. Isolation has a VR port? What? Hold on. Hold on a minute. What do you mean enter? Oh my god. I am 21 years old of age. Grandmother VR mod? Ah. That would explain it. There's a bunch of DLC apparently that I just never bought for the game because I haven't even finished it. So why would I? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. But next one's gonna be mouthwashing. I'm going from like shortest to longest, I think. I think Soma is shorter than Signalis. From what I remember. Not what I remember, but from what I could find without spoiling myself. I think. But I know mouthwashing isn't that much longer than Iron Lung, so we're gonna do mouthwashing before we do anything else. Only game I haven't seen on this list is Soma. I've heard Soma is really good, and Zub basically yelled at me to play the game, and then threw it at me along with 2 of the Amnesia games. So, yeah, that's all I know about it, really. It's real. I think. Oh my god, my hearing just made my voice sound like I had static in it, like actual static. That's crazy. That's all I know. And then at some point I do need to play those Amnesia games, but that's for later. I think Weird Name also wanted to watch me play Soma and the Amnesia games, so I'll probably bother him whenever that happens, but yeah. Anyway, where's Ghostlight? There it is. I think it's a good time to end the stream now. It's about 6:30 in my time. People are gonna start eating dinner soon. Logie already left for a party for 4th of July. Also, it's the 4th of July. I'm gonna relax. Thanks everyone for coming out to watch me play Horrors Beyond My Comprehension, because I got eaten by a fish. Yay! Take care. I'll see you all later. Almost knocked my laptop over. The other one that I'm using for rechat. Let me kill that. Bye!